everybody, this is Bugsy here. You're probably wondering, Bugsy, like, is it true that you're going back to character AI? Well, I already kind of did, but let me explain. Trust me. Now that I know why character AI can't do why they can't do it. I just wish the devs were really just straight with us about it instead of just acting like, no, you guys are weird. We don't want that on our platform. There's like a whole Reddit post on it. You just gotta go look for it. I tried to find it. It basically goes into detail of why they can't do not safe for work, and it's a big thing, and I did some digging, and it seems to check out. So I kind of treat character AI not as the waifu, not as the waifu simulator that I think it should be, but as kind of a way to talk to a character, or trying to form a romance with the character. So yes, unironically, I'm trying to like throw a hand together and put it and make it a part of like my other Mel Kuro's lore. So there's that. So and then this video I'm gonna talk about a lot of things, and Double Zeta Breaker is one of them because I want to get that out of the way. Because I'm always meaning to do like a Double Zeta Breaker video without my characters, but I always seem to do that. Okay, Double Zeta Breaker. And please, do not take this the wrong way, man. I'm really tired of most of the Tenchi cats being a villain. Like everybody being villains or just lovely little sock puppets for Black Bomber. And I'm saying lovely little sock puppets because you know what I want to say, but I'm on YouTube. But I gotta be honest, Devilman finally getting his jollies. I gotta say, it's about time. The man needs to chill for a minute. Like, I don't know. You made Devilman he became a businessman, a guy that was racist against Sims, a bunch of stuff. You did a bunch of stuff with him, but to me, he never has a consistent character. I get it, people change and grow and all that, but I feel like Devilman, he grows in the wrong kind of way. Every time, it's always he's this, he's a communist, he's this, he's that. It's I don't get it, Double Z. I don't get it, DZB. I don't get it, just all the time. I get the Tenchi characters on the main, you made them the main villains, and they're gonna probably be the main villains. But I think you should change it up a little bit more than just have, I know you had Kane, and I know you had Phoenix for a bit, but I don't know, going back to the Jiraiya's being the main villains again is just kind of, because you did a whole, last year alone, that was for the whole summer. Just constantly having Seto be the villain, and constantly having her win, and all this other stuff. And people assume that you were you basically have Seto in there because you want to, and that's none of my business, but I don't know, man, you keep using Seto for as a main villain. I don't know. I mean, maybe you could throw some new ones in there, not like Kane. Not like Kane or anybody you've used before. I don't know, make Scar into a full-on villain. Make him a main villain, because he's not really a main villain, he's just kind of a secondary villain. Because, the way I see it, I say recontextualize Devilman and Scar's relationship, being the fact that he is the original Heavy that literally got corrupted, that literally, corrupted himself so he can have his own shit, and he became evil. Like, really, I feel like you could really get into the heart of why, why Scar is the way he is. You know? I'm not saying he should have, like, a sympathetic backstory or anything, but, like, making him into a main villain would be pretty cool, because, let's be real, Seto has been the villain for a long time, off and on. And I feel like Scar would make so much fucking sense. He has a tie to Demo Man. He has a tie to Demo Man and any of the mercs that are still alive. And those two having a confrontation would be pretty cool. I don't know, you can do that in the next arc or whatever arc you have planned, but I think that would be a good little thing down the line. Kind of bringing the series back around to the near beginning. And, maybe bringing back Luminaria or bringing her back as Revy, because you kind of said that, like, she gets reincarnated as Revy. I'm just saying you could do that too. Just something to think about. Again, I respect what you're doing. I really do. I just feel like you could change it up because it's starting to get samey. I mean, even Blast Hornet got to be kind of a major threat for a little while. That was kind of cool. And there are a lot of other things you can really do with some of the characters. I kind of always wanted, before you kind of made Tenchi into like this irredeemable monster, I kind of wanted Tenchi to hang out with like Delman and the others and kind of, be kind of like their friend and just be a part of their fucking group. I know that ship has sailed, but it would have been cool. Like, and then actually have Amuro, legitimately be in the Galaxy Police taking down pirates, and that him having a spinoff. You did it for Heavy. Maybe him having a rivalry with Sana. Also, like, I don't know, like, and if you could, I want Bright to have his comeuppance. Because, like I said, in character, there ain't nothing wrong with a little indulgence. But when you have too much of it, there's no point to it, for real. That's the thing about Black Bomber I just don't like. He just doesn't do anything in moderation. It's like everything or nothing. And I don't know, I just wish that Black Bomber was more serious. And since my Bugsy Council kind of spun off of Double Zeta Breaker, because of your stories, right? I got my own Black Bomber. And I'm pretty much going to have him do some stuff too. I'm going to give him his own little thing. And I think you could do that too. If you want. Because I don't know, just things are getting way samey. The only thing that's different is like, now Demo Man's on the side of Seto. And I think that's kind of interesting. Because I've always said that, like Demo Man and freaking Seto were like always always, even when I said it in character, I meant it. That I always felt like Delman and Seto were like, I don't know about like, they were basically like so close to an actual like, hate snob. Because it just felt like that. And yeah, it's me using my Homestuck terminology. Please don't put Homestuck in your universe. That, I beg of you, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm just being honest with you, man. Don't do that. Don't put the Soccer Wars characters up in there either. Okay? Just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Hopefully you don't know what Homestuck is, so that way you're not gonna like totally shove these characters in. Which I'm okay with. Or the Soccer Wars characters. Please don't put the Soccer Wars characters in. I just don't want you to give them the same treatment that you give the Tenchi Muyo characters. And also Bleach. I mean, you can do what you want, but like, if you're gonna put them in, just treat them with a little bit more. Just treat them with a little bit of respect. That's all I ask. That's all I ask for. I don't know if we'll ever really do that crossover that I suggested, but it'd be pretty. I still think it'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be fun. You know, my character's always kind of being in the background of your stories, kind of always reacting and sometimes interacting with things, but not really just in the main spotlight of the story. And I have like several different stories of how that's gonna go. I think that would be pretty cool. We just kind of went with one of those. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. I'm gonna move on to the next topic. Double Zeta Breaker, keep doing what you're doing. I don't hate you, man, and never think that I do. Just I always remember, I respect what you do, and I do like what you do. It's just sometimes, man, some of the plots are becoming kind of samey, man, and you need to spice that up a little bit. Like, I'm saying, like, in the next series, you need to do something, a little different. I mean, they're in the Fallout universe now. Do something really, like, find a way to do something really kind of compelling with that, you know? I mean, I'm not saying kill off Demoman again and that Demoman again. And can I just say, it's kind of weird that Fizzarelli is just on the side of good in your stories now. It's just kind of weird. Like, I just want to say, and you made Kiriko into like this just horrible person. And I'm just like, why? And now Santa's like evil and shit, and I'm just like, why you gotta do that? Like legit question that you can answer at any time. Like, why are the Digimon characters like a villain in your stuff? Like, why are they a recurring thing? You know, I don't know, I just want the answer. I just want to hear that answer from you. I want to know. Again, I'm not trying to be a dick or anything, but I just want to kind of understand your thought process. But back to it. Back to the getting to the next topic. Well, okay, so this is going to be weird. So I've been using character AI again. I already said that. But, like, I was using it also to, like, talk to I was using it to, like, interact with, like, Doria from MTV's Doria. And, like, for some reason, I don't know whether it was actual, like, what I did or actual things that I did, but, like, I made Doria actually smile, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm not saying Doria never smiles, but, like, it's rare, and somehow my chaotic gesture ass actually did it. Yeah, I didn't understand it. I don't even understand what I did. But it is kind of cool because, like, I'm just, because, I do the whole, like, other Bugsies are talking to various characters. And so it's kind of cool because that was going to be a different Bugsy that's probably going to appear in some of my stuff. So remember, not all Bugsies appear in the Bugsy Council, my little series on my website. They don't really always appear. but they'll appear in some other videos and stuff. But yeah, that's a lot of people will be like, well, Bugsy, they're just versions of you. Technically, my real name is Bugsy, so there's always gonna be there's a degree of separation to an extent. Although I do prefer my nickname I do prefer my nickname when I'm talking to friends. But I don't like, to me, I made my characters more of their own beings with little hints and glimmers and sprinklings of my personality. You can kind of feel that when I'm doing Prime's voice and he's talking about, like, when I'm doing the Double Zeta Breaker stuff and you hear Prime and how he believes that Demoman is a strong leader. Little glimmers and little flourishes of my personality do kind of show off in some of my characters. So yeah, but I feel like if you're gonna, I say, turn yourself insert to an actual character. But yeah, I'm technically a part of my own lore as like the creator, but not in the way Chris Chan did it, man. Not in the way, like, I don't really think that there's a portal that's gonna open up and there's an actual dimensional merge. I just do this crap for fun and I love it. And when I got to do the Bugsy Council stuff with my friends, it was pretty good. They were reacting with me alongside the usual reactions I would do, and it was nice to do those. It was actually pretty nice. I had a lot of fun. Because it wasn't just me just doing my characters and bouncing off myself. Nah. I just had my friends and my characters bouncing off of them, and it was interesting. It was good. I might do more of that. Some people will wonder, well, Bugsy, why do you do the things you do? It's like, why does anybody do anything? Why do you get up? Why do some of you get up in the morning and jog? Why do some of you like me game like a motherfucker when you have a room like this? Because you just want to. Because it's fun. It feels good. And that's why you like doing it. You do the things you love. A wise man once said, "Do what you love and it never feels like work." And I tell you, with this channel, even though I'm trying to kind of go, my YouTube and my website grind, it never feels like I'm trying to do like actual work. It just, even though I do kind of feel like this is sort of my job, it doesn't really feel like work to me. It just feels like a hobby. It feels like a hobby that I want to make into an actual career, and I still want to do that. But maybe some people, they can say, well, Bugsy, that's a lofty goal, man. And it's pretty lofty. But I'm still going to meet it because, like, everybody still watches my videos. And I even get surprised when I'm looking at my analytics and I see someone watching an old video of mine, whether to say something about a video I've done, like, 5 to 6 years ago, or just complimenting the fact that that they believe it too. Like, literally, someone looked at my Gexa video and was like, yeah, we dodge rocks. And I was like, oh, you get it. I don't know, it's weird because now it's like I'm being seen a lot more, and it's a weird experience because I've always been the kind of, my channel has always been kind of the channel that you kind of see because either you just clicked on the wrong side of YouTube and you just find my channel, or it's an old rant that I did and some people were like, You didn't talk about this person, and I'll be like, dude, it's been years. Well, you should. I'm like, dude, I changed, but you should. I'm like, dude. I don't know what you think you're getting out of this, but I changed. Go somewhere. Like, what's really what's really funny is like when I did a video on Ian Flynn, Super LeBron Ninja Jason made a video on just kept commenting, and I just told I didn't know this person is either an adult or a kid, so I kind of kept it neutral, and I said quite literally, I'm just doing these videos, and you're just trying to. He even said you're the reason people watch your videos. I'm like, what I originally wanted to say was so you basically insult me and the fact that I make videos against your precious Ian Flynn, right? And you expect me to be cool about that. Because at first I wasn't really caring about Ian Flynn. It was when I just gave up and I don't know. Super LeBron just kind of kickstarted something in me, and I was just you know what, fuck this. I'm actually gonna talk about this. It's that's the thing, but that's the thing about me, man. It's that's I get it. If it's an old video, understand that my views may have changed. Okay, I think with Ian, my views will never truly change. I'm saying I don't hate people who like Ian Flynn, but if I don't like Ian Flynn, that's my fucking choice. I've seen so many people get attacked for not liking Ian Flynn because the rest of you joined the fucking. You guys have joined the fucking freaking cult of Ian. And you bash anybody who doesn't like Ian Flynn. It's just dumb. I ain't Larry. If you love Ian Flynn, I ain't gonna be a dick to you. But if you're gonna act like an asshole just because some people don't like Ian Flynn, you need to one, calm the fuck down. Because Ian is only a person, not a god, not someone you should totally be devoted to in some weird way, and getting brownie points with him is gonna mean something, just he's a regular person that writes Sonic, and because of Sega putting him on a leash for Frontiers, he's doing a good job. But I only feel Ian works better when he has limits. Where he can't do all the things he wants to do. He's better when he works under some limits. Because he has freedom in the comic book, but but he gotta stick. But with the games, he has to stick to the themes. Only putting dialogue in when he can, and they probably all gotta be freaking under the Sega microscope. And that's kind of what, and that's what I really want to, that's what I'm saying about Ian Flynn, but I always get kind of angry about the people who think that there's two things in this world that get me angry, more than anything else, more than idiots on Twitter talking about politics like anybody wants to hear your fucking political beliefs, dude. It's the people who believe that there's nothing but Sonic for Sega because, these people have known nothing but Sonic. But when people like me go, Sakura Wars, Jet Set Radio, fucking Sama de Amigo, which is now getting a new game. Some of you guys be looking at me like I'm saying this foreign. I'm saying a foreign language. Oh my god, you're talking about. How dare you talk about other things? We don't know that there's other characters and shit. And it's because, while before Sega was we're bringing all the old IPs back, they were kind of spamming the Sonic button. It's like Sega was in like a, making these games where like they were in a fighting game match, and they just kept spamming Hadouken over and over and over again, which was Sonic. Not knowing that there's other moves that they could use. No one really cared because, everybody likes the Hadouken. Everybody likes the Hadouken. Everybody loves it. But, other people love other moves, And, and I honestly don't like Larry, old Larry Hughes. I don't like him either. Because he's the guy, like, I always say this, but he is literally the person you don't want to be when you're talking about Sonic. Because I don't care if you're an Amy fan, or you're one of the Son Alley fans or you're a Son Alley fan like me. You just gotta be respectful. You have to be respectful of other people because we're all in this fandom because we like a blue hedgehog, dude. Let's stop pretending like movies, let's stop pretending that, let's stop putting all the Sonics in like different categories and accept that there are different Sonics, but let's just be like, it don't matter. We all love Sonic for different reasons, and we all got our different Sonics that we actually enjoy. I feel like people need to understand that. And I just wish the Son Amy crowd would stop vilifying Sally like she's the villain. Guys, she was made before any of you were probably even born. Holding a grudge against a character you barely even know is kind of dumb. But to Larry, holding a grudge against like the Japanese canon of Sonic is also dumb because and Larry, I don't give a, and Larry, if you see this video, which you probably are, I don't give a fuck what you actually think when it comes to modern Sonic because you make nothing but gore. You show nothing but gore of modern Sonic constantly getting gored or hit or stabbed or any of these other things, and I'm just sitting here going, you think that shit is funny, cute, and any of that shit? Like, you're actually getting us? Ha ha ha, you don't like modern Sonic. I'm like, okay, motherfucker, we understand. We get it. What else do you want to fucking say? Do you want to fucking meddle? Ooh, you're not the first person that didn't like modern Sonic. And calling everybody modern morons is like, does Mario the Plumber know that you're stealing his bit? You want to be him so bad. You want to be him so bad you can taste it. You want to be like, oh yeah, Mario Plumber, come here, I want to be you. Ooby doo. I want to be like you. I want to take Lucina freaking amiibos like you. Ooh. Can't you see it's true? A clone like me can learn to be an irredeemable fuck too. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, Jesus, Larry. If I had one thing to say, like, dude, you can call me a jerk, an asshole, a bunch of things, and say you're gonna do this and that and all this other shit, but let me just tell you something. You ain't gonna do shit. You're always gonna talk about doing shit, but you're never gonna do nothing. And if you ever did go against anybody or try to run up on somebody's house just because they disagreed with you, you're gonna see how bad the real world can be to you in your little bubble. You're gonna see how bad how the real world is to people like you who want to just run up and cause havoc because you feel the need to do that shit. Because let me tell you something. All them threats you do, one of these days someone's gonna take that shit so seriously, and they're gonna take you down, and you like you could probably go to the courts for that. Then they like literally they're gonna find out that you have a history of being kind of violent, belligerent, and a bunch of other things, and maybe the case might get thrown out. I don't even think you would have a case. And say you actually did do some violent act to somebody. Say like you actually you actually made good on your threat. You think people are actually gonna let you just walk because you just did that? You think the cops are gonna believe you saying, "Oh, I did this to that guy because he talked about Sally." Like, dude, they could easily they can look at them videos and think that you're insane. You know, just saying. Like, I understand, Larry. You think that you're in this bubble that no one can hurt you, and that you're this you're this irrepressible force that can't be stopped. But let me tell you something, man. You can be. You're not some fucking golden god. You're not some fucking Terminator like motherfucker. You're just some dude that likes Sally a little too much. I mean, I saw your community tab. I ain't seen people ready to get down with Sally since that one time I hung out on the wrong side of Fuse Fans United for Sat AM. A thread that got deleted, by the way, but like, Jesus. The Sally thirst was strong that day. I swear to God. But back to you. Like, you can call us all assholes and shit, and literally, I know you're racist against Muslims, man. I found that out. And I'm just like, wow. So you being a dick is okay. One of these days, man, all that shit you've been saying is gonna catch up to you, and when it does, you'll have no one to blame but yourself. Because like the song goes, karma's gonna come collect your debt, man. Because I'll tell you, it will come for you, and when it does, you're gonna have the most biggest rude awakening of your life. You can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want in your little video. I'm not gonna look at it because it's just the same old shit that you usually say. Also, the whole Carl Bowler's totally held Jonathan H. Gray at gunpoint and forced him to do it. You know, Jonathan H. Gray is a supporter of Son Amy. Did you know that? Did you know that he constantly was a supporter of that? And literally did that with a fucking editor that really wanted Sally gone because half of those writers didn't like the fact that Sonic and Sally were a thing. I mean, if you were an actual fan of the comics, which I doubt you really are, you would know that. That's a thing we've all known for fucking years in this fandom. Like, you know, when you're too busy lusting over a chipmunk in her lavish form, you know, you miss out on a few things. Seriously, man. I think, honestly, as a Sonic fan myself, I think you're the reason why I always have to say whenever you're brought up, I have to literally say, us Silent Alley fans aren't like you. Most of us Silent Alley fans pretty much disown you. We disavow you. We try to make sure there's a lot of distance between us and you. So I'm not really a modern moron. I'm basically a Silent Alley fan who literally is tired of your bullshit. Honestly. Like, on some real shit, I'm really tired of your bullshit. And I swear to you, Larry, I swear to you that, quite honestly, all them threats are gonna come up. All them threats you be giving people, watch. Someone's gonna sue your ass, and you're gonna be sitting there. You're gonna be sitting there with your freaking thumb up your ass, going, "What do I do now?" And that's gonna be the day. That's gonna be the day That's gonna be the day where you actually learn something. Hopefully. But I doubt it because you're the same kind of people I deal with from other people that do the same thing that you do. So you're probably gonna be like Cyrax and just still keep talking shit because that's what you do. That's okay. That's okay because like my dad used to say, they're gonna show you better than they can tell you. You're gonna learn, or you're gonna learn, or you're just gonna repeat the same mistake over and over again. That's what people like you do. Listen, trust me, I love Zion Alley, but I'm not gonna fight anybody over it, man. Them days in the early 2000s, those days are past, long gone. They've been gone for many, many years. And I'm a lot older now, so I don't need to do all that shit anymore. You, on the other hand, feel compelled to do it. And I'm just like, good luck, man, but all the threats you've been doing, all the things you've been saying, trust me, someone's gonna sue you one of these days, and it ain't gonna be nice for you. You ain't gonna be able to walk scot-free from that when that happens. Hey, you can say you don't care, but trust me, all them threats are gonna come for you. All them threats you've been making, someone's gonna be like, oh, you threatening people now. And they're gonna make you see the error in your ways, or you're just gonna keep on doing what you're doing. In any case, and you can call me a jerk and a bunch of other stuff, but like, let me just say something, you rancid piece of shit. You freaking Sally Acorn Luster. Okay? You're not a fan. You're a Sally Acorn Luster. You literally go and go, ooh, Sally. Ooh. 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 Oh, yeah, Sally. Ooh. Ooh. Ooga booga. I'm basically saying you act like a caveman. If that wasn't clear. I mean, you basically act like a Cro-Magnon caveman. We always say Cro-Magnon, but because they were kind of dumb. They were the dumbest. And you kind of show that. Because, legit, whatever, to me, the canon doesn't matter. We're always going to hold the American canon with some level of fondness. But most of the Sonic fans like me can just move on with the times and still enjoy that. And trust me, I do hate some Sonic fans who act like Sally shouldn't be a thing. Because, the only thing is if Sally comes back, I'm going to be happy, but then I'm going to remember you're going to gloat about it, and I'm going to just sit here and go. I'm going to sit here, drink in hand, and I'm just going to sit there and be like, here comes Larry ruining it for everybody else. Making an ass out of himself. Grabbing his you-know-what. Touching his you-know-who. That's pretty much what you're going to do. Personally, I just went, and pretty much your whole channel is just dedicated to hating on people. Fictional characters, real people, just that's all you know how to do. Hate. Because hate is so easy for you. Even when you're trying to be happy, you just the smile always seems kind of creepy because it never feels genuine. It always feels like you're trying to get a rise out of people. Ha ha ha, I'm happy. Like you're a little kid. It's so annoying because it's just it just doesn't seem genuine. It's just always. I feel like every video you do is just a slight at another person, whether he be real or fiction. Because literally, you treated Ash like you just freaking buried him in a shallow grave, and I'm just sitting here going, okay, but he's fictional, right? He's not gonna come out. He's not gonna come out and be like. He's not gonna be lock the doors and close the blinds. We're going for a ride. Oh, I can throw you in the lake. It's not like he's gonna. It's not like you're gonna bury him, right? He's not gonna crawl out with a knife and kill you when he's sleeping, and that's why. So it's just really weird how you treat Ash like he's just an actual person. Like it almost feels like you don't have a grip on actual reality because people freaking disagree with you and you feel like you gotta fight them, and it's just so dumb. Like you really show your immaturity every time you make a video. Like how immature you actually are as a person. And it really just amazes me every time someone shows me a video of yours and it's like a recent thing and I'm just like, oh, leave Canis alone, man. You put Goth Nebula and True Love Hearts in the same breath as Canis. He didn't do shit to you. He's just telling you about yourself like I'm doing. And it's really dumb because like True Love Hearts, I will always say this. He is a weird piece of shit that will hold Amy to a high regard. But I feel like you and him have a lot more in common because you both treat Amy and Sally like they're deities. Like you guys gotta keep praising them and worshiping them like they're some sort of religious figure. And it's really weird and really annoying because it's like, dude, you guys know they're fictional, right? You guys know they don't have any autonomy, right? You guys do know that. I mean, the way AI is going right now, I mean, you could theoretically just, just get lost in your own love for Amy and Sally, use character AI as your kind of way of getting into that. I just feel like at the end of the day, folks, these are the people that are in this fandom that will always be the most insufferable pieces of shit. And we gotta deal with it. And even though the onlookers may look at us and say we're just like them, you tell them, fuck no, we're not. Fuck no, I'm not. How about you idiots stop generalizing motherfuckers and actually look at this fandom? Or don't. But don't freaking think that we're the same as these idiots who don't freaking like to even... who don't even like to just actually communicate with people. We got freaking True Love Hearts wishing cancer on everybody. We got Larry threatening people with violence every fucking day. None of us are like that, but I bet you freaking, if Blackbuster Critic was still around, he'd be like, yeah, look at these Sonic fans. See, all of them are like that. I'm just like, hey. And I'd just be like, and here goes Blackbuster Critic again. That means if he ever comes back, I doubt he will. But if he ever did, I'd just be like, you how old and you're still going after his Sonic fans? Wow. You must be bored. Like, that's what I'd say. But I'm going to go. I spent enough time talking about the character obsessed. Oh, but if I could say one more thing, that guy that was messing with Venom over like the portrayal of Monica, dude, whoever you are, you're so, like, actually, I find you really, really weird and creepy and a little bit pathetic because you literally think Monica's actually, like, real and ready to just be with you. You're like, always, I want to be with you and make believe with you, and then we'll go far away now, yeah. But let me just tell you something. Let me rip the Band-Aid off of you, man. Monica ain't real. I'm sorry. Santa isn't real either. The Easter Bunny ain't real, and there is no the Tooth Fairy ain't real. Although, if you arrange your teeth in a certain way, you can summon the Bone Fairy. I'm setting up for the Dark Carnival this year. Yeah, I should stop doing it, but I love the idea and I can't let it go, so I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, I'm a little stubborn, but third time's a charm, I guess. But I shall see you all later. Remember, folks, everything I talked about here is just things I wanted to talk about. This is another Bugsy Corner video drawing to a close, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, well, hey, it is what it is. It just proves to me you don't have the attention span to hang on to this video long enough to see it. But I shall leave you. I shall leave you now. See you later, and roll the outro. In 1, 2, 3.
You watching the Big 3 Bucks Network?
Yeah. Okay.
You watching the Big 3 Bucks Network?
Yeah.